What's up guys, my name's Brandon and happy iPhone 12 pre-order day. And some of you guys may not be too happy if you went through that pre-order process, myself included, because it was very stressful. There's a lot of lag, a lot of error messages, a lot of just overall server issues with the Apple Store this year, which you will see coming up in these next few clips. But it was pretty annoying, but we did get it done. I did secure the new iPhones, which we'll talk about in a moment. And that's the whole point of this video, is just to show you guys my overall iPhone 12 pre-order experience. So we're gonna talk about the exact configurations that I ordered for the iPhone 12 and iPhone 12 Pro. And I did also pick up the iPad Air 4th generation and the MagSafe Charger. So we'll talk about all of these specifics after we cue the vlog. What's up guys? It is officially iPhone 12 pre-order day, pre-order morning. It's just before 8 o'clock. I got about 5 minutes before pre-order. Decided I would come out and eat some stuff. So got some trail mix, got some granola, got a little bit of cake that I'm probably gonna eat right here. So I just want to give you guys a little vlog type thing to show you how I start my morning. It's nothing special at all. It's just kind of something I do. I was gonna do a live stream today, but I figured I'd do like a vlog instead. So a lot of people always want to see the cat as well. There he is. Got to give my yearly update on the cat. But anyways, I only have a few minutes before I have to go in and pre-order. So I will see you guys on the pre-order screen of my iPhone and my iPad. I'm just gonna be refreshing nonstop, hoping I get the iPhones on day one. All right, guys, so that was an absolute nightmare this year. The website just would not load for me. It wouldn't process my payment. So I was using the Apple Store application. Like I was using the app right here, which you'll see, or I guess you just saw in the previous clip. But when I would go to press buy with Apple Pay, it would just continuously load. And when it would go through and I would try to pay, it would just literally give me like an error. It would give me like a red exclamation point saying basically it can't process my payment, which had nothing to do with my card. It was just the server that was down and it wouldn't let me buy the phones. So I did opt to pick up. Luckily, I have an Apple Store close by. If I didn't, then I would probably be waiting until a week after, or maybe November, until I actually got the iPhone 12. So I'm lucky that I live somewhere where an Apple Store is close by, so I could just go in there and pick it up next Friday. So yeah, a little bit of a hassle this year. Definitely not as smooth as last year, but we did get it done. And I'll see you guys back on the Talking Head video. So yeah, as you guys can see, I did have a lot of trouble with the pre-orders and it was very stressful. It has not been stressful like that in years. It's probably been 2 or 3 years at least since I've seen, a lot of server issues and a lot of error messages within the first 5 minutes of trying to pre-order the new iPhone. So luckily for me, once again, as you guys saw, I do have an Apple Store close by, which was my saving grace. Otherwise, I would have to wait forever to get the new iPhones, which would just not cut it for my channel. So first up, I ordered an iPhone 12. I got this in the new blue colorway in 64 gigabytes. And the only reason I got 64 gigabytes is because this is only going to be used for reviews and maybe beta testing and things like that here on the channel. This is not my daily driver. If it was my daily driver, I would get at bare minimum 128 gigabytes. So if you're on the fence about 64 or 128, trust me, spend the extra money and get the 128. You will thank me later. But yeah, I really like the new blue colorway, and it was actually close between the blue and the white actually. So I really like the white color as well on the iPhone 11, and the iPhone SE also looks really good in white. So I figured the iPhone 12 would also look really good in white. So I was really close to choosing the white, but I decided to go with the new blue colorway for the iPhone 12, which definitely will be the most popular this year for sure. And also the iPhone 11 could very well end up being my favorite phone this year, just like it has for the past 2 years. So the iPhone XR ended up being like one of my favorite phones, and then the iPhone 11 ended up being like one of my favorite phones. Even though I didn't use it as my daily driver, I absolutely loved both of those phones, especially for the price, the cheap price point. I mean, cheap is relative, but they were, the cheaper iPhone compared to like the Pro model. So it was really nice. And the iPhone 12, I'm expecting to be even better because it's just going to be like the XR and the 11, but with an OLED screen and a really good camera as well. But the OLED screen is the big thing because we had an LCD on the XR and the 11, and that was one of its biggest drawbacks. So this year with the OLED screen, I think the iPhone 12 is going to be an amazing phone, and same with the 12 mini when that comes out, which by the way, you were not able to pre-order the 12 mini or the 12 Pro Max today. You're able to do that next month on, I believe, November 6th. So anyways, next up, I bought an iPhone 12 Pro. I actually bought two iPhone 12 Pros this year because I could not decide between the blue and the gold. So I figured I'd order them both and then maybe return the one I don't like as much. But the gold just looked too good on the website, and just, you know, in hand, I feel like it's going to look amazing with that stainless steel chassis. It just looks amazing, especially with the flat edges and things like that. But of course, these come standard with 128 gigabytes of storage. So I just got the standard to 128 because I'm not going to be using either one of these as my daily driver. Although I will be using the blue, the Pacific Blue, as my daily driver until the 12 Pro Max comes out. So I've always liked the smaller form factor. So I would definitely like the iPhone 12 Pro better in terms of the size and overall usability than the 12 Pro Max, but of course I need the 12 Pro Max to use on a daily basis just because I'm going to be able to have access to all the new features and talk about them here on the channel and things like that, because I need access to everything to be able to talk about it on the channel. And it was also interesting to see that the iPhone 12 Pro in Pacific Blue got pushed back. The shipping dates got pushed back before the iPhone 12 for me, which is actually really surprising. And maybe it's just the color configurations. Maybe it's just because there's more produced of the iPhone 12 than the 12 Pro. Not too sure, but I thought that was pretty interesting to see. So I think the Pros are going to be pretty popular this year, even though this is the first year I feel like the Pros are actually not as necessary for your average consumer versus, you know, Pro users. I think the Pro is actually meant for Pro users this year because you really only get an upgraded camera and better battery life. That's really all you get with the Pro versus the 12. So that's why I say for most people, you should go with the 12 or the 12 mini, which I talked about in my previous video, which if you didn't see, that is linked up in the cards above. So I also ordered the new MagSafe Charger. So this is the new wireless magnetic charger that was shown at the event. And this is interesting because this will arrive a couple of days before the iPhones, which I'm excited about. It's going to be cool to kind of take it out of the box and just see what it's about. It's not going to be too much. I mean, it's just an accessory. I won't make a video or anything like that, but it's cool that we do get that a couple of days before the new iPhone 12s. I'd rather have it earlier than later. And of course, we do not have the MagSafe Duo, which was also shown off at the October event, but Apple didn't actually give us a release date for that. So we really don't know when to expect the dual MagSafe charger. And then finally, I ordered the new iPad Air 4th generation, and I got this in the new sky blue color and 64 gigabytes and Wi-Fi only. So this iPad was announced last month at the Time Flies event. So we've been hearing about this, we've known about this for over a month now, and Apple finally released it. And it's weird because they didn't really say an official pre-order day, you know, at the event or like any time leading up to it. It kind of just surprised us by being in the Apple Store for pre-order today. So that's pretty interesting. They weren't really pushing it as much. I guess they can't because they don't want it to overshadow the new iPhones, but it was interesting because it just kind of fell onto the Apple Store for pre-order. It seems like they could have pushed it a lot harder if they did it like maybe a week before or something like that. So nonetheless, I did order that, and I did also opt to pick that up in the Apple Store. So as you guys can see from the title, these products set me back about $3,700. So just under $4,000 for these new products. And I did decide to go ahead and pay out of pocket and no SIM, no contract or anything like that, which I think is the way to go if you can. And luckily for me, I am in a blessed position where I'm able to do that. And that's thanks to you guys for watching my videos. I try to make these videos as helpful as possible and, you know, help you out there as well. So thank you for watching these videos. It really makes this possible for me to be able to do this every year, to bring you guys content on these new iPhones, to help you decide if you should buy one or not. But yeah, anyways, guys, pre-orders were not as smooth sailing as expected, but hopefully you guys were able to make it through. And if you guys did go ahead and pre-order a new iPhone 12 or iPhone 12 Pro or the new iPad Air, let me know with a comment down below. Let me know exactly which one you bought, your configuration, your color, and things like that. And if you didn't buy one, let me know why not in a comment down below as well. So yeah, stay tuned for content on the new iPhone 12s coming next week. Next Friday morning, I will be getting them in hand. And of course, I will be making content throughout the weekend and throughout the next few months like it normally goes here on the channel. But anyways, guys, thanks again for watching, and I'll see you soon.